Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Mr.StrangE and I'm glad to be talking about this because Elite Dangerous is going to be getting a new expansion, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the features, the information that we know so far, and the console compatibility. So like I said, this is something I've been looking forward to for some time, and it's something that Elite Dangerous has needed as well. And it's going to be an expansion called Odyssey. It looks like from the trailer some sort of level of Space Legs, but with a different name. Now the trailer was absolutely amazing. I've seen it like 6-7 times now, and at first I didn't actually even believe it was real, like it was some kind of fan-made thing or something, but it is, and I'm looking forward to it because the features are amazing and I just want to talk to you guys about them. So let's start off with the trailer and the features. But before we do, I want to talk to you about the footage as well, because it does still look like it's in pre-alpha phase, so that means they may change certain things along down the road, so I don't want you guys kind of seeing things in here and expect them to be there towards the end. But I'm just going to use this as a guideline on what to expect. So let's begin with the first thing we get to see, and that is a Sidewinder heading towards this beautiful derelict planet, which are 3 words I never expected to say together, but it looks like it's a new thing now. So let's carry on with the whole kind of blue haze we get around this planet as well, because it looks like now we have atmospheric planets that we can also visit as well as land on, and that is just something that's needed to come to this game. Now the next big thing that we got to see with these 2 characters you see walking onto the planet's surface with this unique armor, a jetpack, and this really big weapon. So it kind of tells us now that we can now explore on these planets ourselves. But the last thing I want to talk to you guys about, and that is this ship that you see flying over the characters and landing on this isolated platform. Now I wasn't 100% sure whether this was just a normal planet-side base, but I did have to do some digging, and I went onto the Frontier forum, which I'm going to leave a link in the description below for you guys to check out, because it did kind of add more information to the trailer that we actually got to see. So I will be reading out some of this information, so feel free to pause because I'm only picking out certain sections of this information I find important. So let's get started, and as you can tell at the beginning it has a kind of like an intro in a sense, but I'm going to be starting with the first title of this information called One Giant Leap. Now it talks about us touching down on breathtaking planets, which we saw in the trailer, but apparently they're going to be powered by stunning new tech. We also get to discover outposts and settlements, with our exploration being unrestricted. Now the next part talks about a wide variety of contracts that we can do, from diplomacy to all-out combat, with the objectives and the NPCs offering endless mission variety. So it seems like they're going to do an overhaul in a sense on the contracts. We're also going to get social hubs for us commanders. They're going to be spread out throughout the galaxy that allowed us to form alliances as well as find expert support in highly coveted engineers. But a nice little thing I see at the bottom here is that we're able to acquire and upgrade our gear and weapons from these areas as well. Now this is last, but it's definitely not least, because it talks about first person combat and the levels that we can actually kit our characters out with gears, like with gear and weapons. But also the nice little touch is that we get to coordinate with our teammates in some to a master and multi-layered deep tactical environment, and it just sounds amazing. But they did finish it all off with saying from now until launch we'll be sharing more information, developer diaries and trailers as we get ready to embark on this exciting new adventure. So be ready to expect a lot of information and footage to come out over this next 6 months or so. Now the next part, after I've spoken about all this, is to do with VR, because I know it's been massive when it's come to the PlayStation, I'm assuming also on PC, that it's grown over the years, and there's people that want to know whether or not this Odyssey expansion is going to be coming to the VR side of everything. But they did ask the question, and the devs at Frontier did manage to answer these questions for us, but this is what they had to say. Odyssey will not be VR compatible at launch. We are big fans of VR, and we are truly proud of the amazing experiences that we have currently offered in Elite Dangerous. However, The new gameplay, mechanics and features that will be introduced to the Elite Dangerous Odyssey means that we had to re-examine if we could deliver the same experience without compromise, which, for launch, means Odyssey will not be VR compatible. So sadly, VR won't be getting Odyssey when it's released, which I can understand because it's such a hard thing to try and transfer over, and I don't think they want to deliver something that they can't live up to your expectations with. But it does seem like we may still get the game on VR, but it just won't be any time like soon. It will be later on down the road. Now, this is something else I want to talk to you guys about, because there's been a lot of talk over the past couple of years, and I've wondered this myself, if there's going to be any base building introduced to this game, and if it's going to be in this new expansion. Now, this is what they had to say about base building. It's not currently on the roadmap for Elite Dangerous, however, we have plenty of new features planned instead, such as on-foot exploration, new planetary tech, social hubs, combat, as well as much more to be shared later on. So it seems like base building won't be introduced to the game as of yet, and it's definitely not going to be a part of this expansion. I can kind of understand why, because it's going to be something huge for them to actually introduce to the game, but I'm hoping that this won't be the end of the idea of base building, that something will come later on down the road. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys, but let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. What you're excited for with this new expansion, is there any features that you would like to see introduced, and also your feelings about no VR and no base building being introduced to this expansion. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.